Howdy y'all, welcome back to some more Monotype VGC battles. Keeping it going with the water type. Made some adjustments that I think might be for the better, hard to say. Funnily enough, dropped Basket Legion. Gonna try to give Choice Scarf Rotom a shot here. Because we did drop our Pelipper as well, because I wasn't super happy with its bulk or performance, and put Politoed on for the rain instead. So we kind of lost our fast speed control mode, but we've got Icy Wind and Choice Scarf Electro Web if we need it. But I think we're going to rely a little more heavily on the Trick Room component, so let's jump on in. Alright, we see from our opponent, Rotom, Wash, Alolan Ninetales, Incineroar, Gallade, Gengar, and Garchomp. Now, their forms of speed control are potentially Icy Wind on the Ninetales or Gengar, Electro Web on Rotom, potential Trick Room on Gallade. So we've got to make some decisions here. I think, well, they're presumably going to bring their Rotom, which we don't have anything that resists other than the Rotom of our own. So I think we're definitely leading our own Rotom Wash. And to get Trick Room up? I mean, Trick Room does look like it goes really, really good here. And then just big spread attackers. I mean, I think so, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe not Slowbro. It has to be here. I think we got to do that, because if they lead Gengar, and Incineroar is kind of a problem too, and Rotom, so I don't think we want to have Slowbro out there. It doesn't provide quite the defensive utility that it might otherwise. Alright, they lead Ninetales Gengar, so right away you clock some potential Encore Disable shenanigans, so we want to be careful about protecting here, and I think it's fine. That Ninetales probably has Freeze Dry with how blatantly they led into me with it, which is kind of a problem, but what are you going to do, right? So Electro Web looks really good here. And I think I'd like to fake out the Ninetales, because Electro Web is going to allow us to outspeed them, I don't believe next turn, however the turn after. So they go Mega, we go Mega. And we're going to see the Electro Web. Oh, the Fake Out first. Very nice. Electro Web connects on both. You love to see it. We get the flinch on Ninetales, and we see Sludge Bomb. Yep, unsurprising there. Love to not get poisoned. Perfect. So, Electro Web, Dark Pulse, I believe, is the play here. Take out this Gengar. There's a high probability that Gengar protects. They do not. I'm not sure Blastoise is actually faster than the Gengar right now. In fact, it probably isn't. It is. Never mind. Fantastic. But I was going to say, even if we weren't faster than the Gengar, we see that we'll take another Sludge Bomb, and we're definitely faster than the Ninetales, so we'll outspeed its Freeze Dry here. That's why the Protect would have been annoying, but again, as you can see, we would have lived the Freeze Dry, so fantastic spot there. Shout out Rotom for the Electro Web support so far. They go Gallade. Ooh, do we anticipate Wide Guard? Or Shadow Sneak? Problem is we don't have a Freeze Dry switch in. But, okay, well actually, hang on. We can deduce this. So, I think we Electro Web and we Aura Sphere. Because if you Wide Guard, we still know that we're faster than you there. Okay, alright. So, I anticipate an attack into the Blastoise, and that's okay. We are fine with that outcome because we get the speed drop still. White Herb. Doesn't really matter, actually. Aura Sphere goes into the Protect, unfortunately, and I'm guessing this is the end of Blastoise. Interesting. Okay, well now that does make things a little trickier. So the Freeze Dry is coming into the Blastoise. I think we got to go here. I mean, I'm just firing off Electro Webs for damage at this point, I guess. Oh. They're just ripping Blizzards, so they're not interested in doing damage, I guess? Or they're just fishing for freezes, which, fair enough. Oof! However, Blastoise gets to come back, and Hyper Voice is now on the table. I cannot imagine this Gallade has Trick Room and Protect. But I suppose it's possible. However, we're going to fake it out. I think we should take a Freeze Dry from this Ninetales. Fake Out comes out. And they're just going to keep Blizzarding. Fair enough. I'm not going to speak it into existence. Alright, wonderful. No freeze. I kind of forgot what I was anticipating there for a second. I saw the flinch and thought that's what I was trying to do. It's crazy. Alright, excellent, excellent. However, let it be known the game's not over. I think... No, I'm fast, Primarina. Both my Pokemon are faster than... I mean, we do get to double protect here. So there's no world in which that isn't happening. I do kind of feel like we're in trouble, though. Although, Rotom should be faster than Primarina, no? I guess unless you're min speed. Oh, that's... I guess not inherently Scarf Rotom. Surely you're min speed Gallade, right? So we double the Gallade. Or we Hyper Voice, rather. We Hyper Voice Night Slash. Are you kidding me? I am a little peeved, I'm not gonna lie. That's so ridiculous. Huh. So you're not min speed Gallade. I guess we don't know that I'm faster, but... Alright, well. It's Pokemon. We haven't had any It's Pokemon moments in a bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna do an insane amount of damage. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. I guess I just assumed that... You know, let's see if we can get our double. I just assumed that because it set up Trick Room, surely it was going to be min speed Gallade, and yet all of a sudden... So... Well, that didn't matter, because he got the double protect. I guess had I doubled into Rotom, that's what I should have done, but... Based on their play, I didn't expect them to be handicapping themselves intentionally, but... So, is it a frustrating loss? Yes, but it kind of is what it is, you know? I gave them more credit than I should have. And so I'm not going to be upset at myself for thinking that. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, let's get after it here. We see from our opponent Aegislash, Basculegion, Garchomp, Sylveon, Aerodactyl, and Charizard. This is a Politoed looking game if I've ever seen it. And I think Rotom looks pretty good here. We go Rotom, Blastoise, Politoed, Samurott? Because we have the Roselli Berry. I dig. I like it. So, yeah, the idea will be just fake out and either Electro Web or lay down damage with Rotom. If they lead Charizard in some capacity, we have the Politoed in the back. We're going to need to get our damage onto Sylveon by way of Blastoise, I think. Yeah. Bulky fairy types are kind of problematic for this team. Wonder if there's some options we can look at on that front. Just because typically you want to be hitting those fairy types with physical damage, and our only real big physical attacker is the Samurott, which definitely does not love taking it on. But anyway, to the turn at hand, we see Basculegion, Aegislash. I mean, Dark Pulse City, no? We can get a Thunderbolt off here, and a Mega Evolve Dark Pulse. Wait, I kind of like Scarf Rotom. I kind of get it. I kind of like Bulky Rotom too, though, you know? But this is kind of... well, okay. It's not that big a deal, because we're Dark Pulsing this Aegislash, that if it has speed investment... No, it doesn't. That's alright. Big damage from the Dark Pulse there. Gonna see a stance change. Maybe a Poltergeist into the Rotom. Oh, I don't believe that I survived this attack. I lied. Shadow Sneak, Aqua Jet. Be careful. I'm going to go ahead and Dark Pulse this slot now. Samurott comes in, feels like a very solid defensive pivot here. This should do 0.0 damage. Excellent. It goes Liquidation into our Blastoise. I cannot imagine that's going to do a lot. So this means the Focus Sash variant. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's looking at my board like, wait a minute, how am I supposed to do damage? And I kind of agree. So, we're definitely Aqua Cuttering right here, and we are Dark Pulsing right there. Our defensive position right now, and offensive position, is phenomenal. They're going to switch out Basculegion. Garchomp's the only thing that would enjoy taking this Aqua Cutter. But, as we said at the start of the battle, what we want to be hitting that Sylveon with is physical damage, and this is phenomenal. So, definitely one of the biggest chunks we could do to that Sylveon in one go. Love to see that. Really liking our spot here because I believe I should be faster, and even so, I've got the Roselli Berry. So, even if their max speed Sylveon detects, this is fine. We know Dark Pulse is going to pick up the KO. Even if they bring in Basculegion, Basculegion doesn't pose much of a threat here. Aegislash goes down, Thank you, Blastoise. I think what we're uncovering is that the combination of fighting, dark, and water, quite a good combo. Is there a fighting move that Gyarados can learn? Alright. This is a critical turn. And I'm scared. No two ways about it. I'm scared. I think we can actually just let our Blastoise go down. It's done its job. So give me a Dark Pulse there, I guess. Okay, here comes Charizard. If they Solar Beam Blastoise, it's okay. Blastoise has more than done its job. And frankly, we want a safe pivot into our Politoed as is. So, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, wow. Well, not how I expected Blastoise to drop this turn. But Blastoise does drop. Alright. That's actually quite good for us, because now we know that Sylveon is locked into a recharge. So actually, we're just going to go ahead and Aqua Cutter that slot. And it's just Muddy Water, right? Actually, no, it's a swap to Rotom. That's what it is. Because if this Charizard stays trapped in the rain, that's basically GG's for us. I know that your Sylveon is exposed this turn, so I'm absolutely going to be targeting it. Critical hit did not matter. We saw it do 50% earlier, and now it's rain boosted. Which begs the question, does a crit in the rain take it out? Not at my current investment. And we see a forfeit from our opponent, so well done to Mono Water, taking it down. GG's to my opponent, and we will go ahead and keep this trainer rolling. See you in the next one. Nice. Kind of felt easy, not gonna lie. We can just fire off big water type attacks. Rotom matching up so good into Basculegion is awesome. Yeah, my team really hates on Basculegion. And Kingambit, which feels like the correct thing to be doing. Alright. Some fun things we see from our opponent here with... Sorry, that was my dog in the background. Let's try take two. Some fun things we see from our opponent here. In Gardevoir, Talonflame, Heliolisk is going to be a problem. Incineroar, Sinistcha, and Paldean Tauros. Interesting. So the Dry Skin Heliolisk is going to cause us some trouble. I'm not going to lie. We have Sacred Sword for it, but... Okay, we need to get up Trick Room, it looks like. And we're going to go Trick Room with Rotom. Let's see if we can get Blastoise. And I think it's Samurott. Interesting. You know, I'd actually feel really, really good about this matchup if it weren't for that Heliolisk, because I kind of can't fire water type attacks with impunity, which is something this team really enjoys doing. So they're just going to lead it, which feels okay. The Intimidate isn't going to hit anything that matters. It's just Dry Skin, it's not Storm Drain, so... But to that effect, we need to get damage on it. Let's just Hydro Pump the Incineroar. I mean, What are we doing if not? The thing does have ally switch. I just remembered that. I mean, if they go for ally switch knockoff, I guess okay. Quick Claw. You can tell me it's Quick Claw Parting Shot? Okay. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. Eerie Impulse. That lowers my special attack, no? Oh, that's fine. We don't care at all about that. I mean, we care a little bit, but, like, whatever, I guess is the conclusion. Alright, so we get our Psychic off here. -2, not going to do much at all. Let's see, they go Parting Shot, unsurprising. So we kind of boomed ourselves with this Rotom lead, but I don't hate it. I kind of stand by it. What's important is we broke the Focus Sash. Never mind. Okay, well... Oh no. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, I'm getting stunted on in a big way. So now who comes in? Wednesday. Gardevoir. Oh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? I mean, okay, here's the deal. Blastoise Water Spout's going to do a lot. That's the goal that we're getting to. Problem is we just kind of have to let Rotom sit in here and cry until that happens. Because once we can get the Water Spout off, we're in good shape. They might even reverse Trick Room here too. Or Machigotcha. I mean, they're looking at 2 water types. Rotom holds on, but here probably comes a Hyper Voice. I'd imagine the burn. Yeah. I think I led poorly on this one. Didn't have a great game plan. Yeah, Hyper Voice. It's just, yeah. It's a little toasted, unfortunately. No one really but myself to blame on that front. We do get to bring in Blastoise, which not for nothing. I mean, Helios kind of counters Mono Water, no? I mean, yeah, we're in trouble. We are in trouble, folks. We can maybe, if Slowbro survives the turn. Oh no, it's just gonna be the Mono Water counter, dude. Oh man. I mean, fair play to my opponent. You used Heliolisk. It's showing off. Love it. At least we'll break the... Oh my goodness. We'll break the sub. Not for nothing, Blastoise is slower. That's so unfortunate, though, that we go down to the burn. So otherwise we're looking at a Heal Pulse or something special. What is... I mean, frankly, I don't even know Heliolisk's speed, if I'm being 100% with you. That thing is still at full health, though. Let me check on Heliolisk really quick. I think it's fast, right? It's electric type? Heliolisk... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So... I mean... only one turn left to Trick Room, so they're probably double protecting, but... I think? I don't know. Okay, I should have Aqua Cuttered. It lives! Holy Heliolisk. Well... I also was confident that Gardevoir was going to protect, but... Because what's to stop me from Dark Pulse Dark move, you know? Okay. Well, no two ways about it. We're in trouble. Yeah, because he just hyper voices and we lose. Well, I mean, fair play. GG's to my opponent using that Heliolisk. Huh. I think that was just the case of wrong place at the wrong time. For my team, but yeah. Well done on their part. Heliolisk, I guess, is a monster. I'll come better prepared for it next time. Alright, catch you in the next one. I think I might put that one in the video, just because, like I said, I'm not above posting losses, especially when they're kind of fun like that. My opponent gets to pop off with a Shed-Tail Heliolisk. I mean, good for them. Alright, keep it rocking here. Fascinating team from my opponent here. We see Torkoal, Rotom, Wash, Conkeldurr, Farigiraf, Kingambit, Kangaskhan. Conkeldurr, a Pokemon that, from what I hear, I didn't play back in those days, but I hear that Conkeldurr was kind of a menace. So... surprised we haven't seen much of it, but c'est la vie. We will go ahead and... God, I really didn't like that intro. I was a bit distracted. I'm going to run it back. Just got to go quick, though. Fascinating team from our opponent here. We see Torkoal, Rotom, Wash, Conkeldurr, Farigiraf, Kingambit, and Kangaskhan. I hear from back in the day that Conkeldurr used to be a menace back in the Black and White era. I didn't play then, so I only have the stories to go off of. I know we don't have Flame Orb. It was Guts, I believe, a lot, so... don't know what it looks to do here. Doesn't like my Slowbro, I can tell you that much. So to that end, I think we'll probably bring the Slowbro. Bring Blastoise. Bring Rotom. I'm gotta be careful here. Interesting. I don't love what I put together here. I don't hate it though either. I mean, I just feel like I need some ways to hit that Conkeldurr. Primarina's kind of our mon for doing that. So, kind of okay lead for us. I guess we would have liked maybe Samurott in this slot instead of Politoed, but the idea is to stack multipliers, so I think I'm going to go Trick Room and Hyper Voice here. Yes, they could obviously fake out my Primarina, but if they're faking out my Primarina, that means they're not stopping Trick Room, so that's fine by me as well. We know we live a Kowtow Cleave. Okay, this is fine. Ow! I suppose they could Iron Head, but no. Let's go, Slowbro. Let's go. Eat that citrus berry. Trick that room. Now, what do we do? I think we just get our big water boosted hyper voice off here. Rain boosted hyper voice, I should say. Because this is going to stick on the slot on the right. Whether it's Kangaskhan or they switch. Because I don't think Kingambit can knock out the Primarina. Unless they have Iron Head, maybe, but don't believe so. I'm going to go Slowbro into the Toad, Politoed. And Kowtow's going into that slot. This is fine. We take that pretty well. Hyper Voice should do some big damage here. I like it. I dig, I dig, I dig. And the Double Edge, we will not survive, but did what we needed to do. Takes a lot of recoil. And we've got some solid moves coming up in response. Specifically named Blastoise. Alright. I think it is a... actually, you know what? No, I want to switch Slowbro in and Water Spout, I think. We're not going to waste a turn of our Trick Room by faking out. The idea is, if Kingambit attacks Blastoise here, which I think is possible, I think we still get the KO. Even after taking a Kowtow. Because we'll still be at like base 80, base 90 or something, and it's a Mega Blastoise, Water Spout, in the rain. And then, because we'll have 2 turns of Trick Room left, we can maybe do some Heal Pulse. Heal Pulsing on our Blastoise to keep those Water Spouts coming. Get the Politoed swap out. I suppose they could Kowtow Cleave into that slot, but if they do, that means Blastoise is staying at full health. Kangaskhan swaps. Something's eating. Okay, it's Torkoal. So good swap, I think, on both our parts. So now... now it might live. But... I think it's okay. Because what's Torkoal doing? They go Sucker. Okay. I mean, that was... wow, that does a lot. Alright, I really wanted to Aura Sphere there, obviously, but... okay, so now we've got some decisions to make. Is this blocked by Protect? I'm uncertain. And I don't think I can afford to risk it. So... kind of a fascinating spot here. Could heal the Politoed, I suppose. Let's get weird. Okay, that was close. I think. Oh, ooh! I think this could go really good. I think this could go really good. At least in terms of this next turn, the pressure I'm going to be exerting. Okay, okay. This is great. Obviously, we loved this to go into Blastoise, but... Rotom is annoying, huh? I think we're just going to go Muddy Water here. It's going to be... Rotom might kind of be the end of us, I'm not going to lie. Because what are we supposed to do against it? Crits Politoed, nice. Get a big Psychic off. Big Psychic. Let's get an accuracy drop, huh? Come on now. That is bulky Rotom, I believe. But also I've not hit it with very strong attacks, so hard to say for certain. Oh my goodness, we do get the accuracy drop. Bail us out. Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep healing up with leftovers here, which is wonderful. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Boy, this is gonna be interesting, huh? Here comes Kangaskhan. So, I'm gonna fake out the Rotom and just rip. Oh no, it's Icy Wind actually. That's the play. That's the play. Yeah, okay, that's not a surprise. So unfortunately, I think that means Blastoise is going down unless they miss Thunderbolt. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Politoed. Come on, Politoed. Here we go. Alright, speed drop. Does this mean Politoed is faster than Kangaskhan? I gotta check my speed. I'm 90. So... let's see. That's what? 135? We got Dark Pulse and Muddy Water, question mark? I mean, he could be slow Kangaskhan. He could be 0 investment in speed, which is actually, I think, the correct way to be running Kangaskhan right now. I should absolutely be faster than the Rotom. Oh my goodness gracious. Rotom protects. Okay, okay. Oh, so he wants to Sucker Punch? I see. Well, Muddy Water KOs, no? Unless were they reading Icy Wind? Yeah. So am I the slowest, and can I survive? Oh boy, okay. So, I'm doing some calculations here. So Kangaskhan comes in. They obviously want to fake out. I think... So we know they're going to fake out Blastoise. I think we have to Dark Pulse Muddy Water, I think is the play. So yeah, that does mean they're very slow Kangaskhan. By the way, they switched that out because they knew they needed it to be faster. But this should mean Kangaskhan goes down. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we're going to have to play for a Perish Song out here. Oh, wait. Oh, this means we get a Dark Pulse. Oh, this is fantastic news. So we go... yeah, it's Dark Pulse. Plus... So if we Perish Song... No, because we're not going to take 2. We're not going to take 2 Thunderbolts, so... We just have to play for the accuracy drops. I mean, we have accuracy drops, we have flinch chances. We are stacking odds in our favor for sure. Problem is he connects Thunderbolt, and I don't know if Muddy Water's going to do 11%. But also, there's nothing else we could have done, so... Here we go. Is it worth protecting? I don't think so. Come on, Politoed. Show him what you're made of. Show him what you're made of, Frog. Muddy Water? It's not in the rain? You betcha! Alright! You love to see it. Well, I mean, we're not going to pretend like we didn't get fortunate with that Thunderbolt miss earlier in the game, but, I mean, we're running Muddy Water, so what do you expect? Fantastically done there. You love to see it. I think we'll keep at it. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, we'll go one more. Why not? Team's kind of cooking. Plus, want to give you guys over here on the Beyond channel some more to watch. Whether a win or loss, doesn't matter. Content is content, baby. Glaceon alert. I repeat, Glaceon alert on my opponent's team, in addition to the Alolan Ninetales, Whimsicott, Gengar, Sneasler, Heracross. My goodness, there are some shenanigans afoot that I am taking a look at on the other side of the field. Now, the question becomes, what are we going to do about it? I mean, certainly bringing rain in some capacity feels good, as probably the Ninetales is going to want to set up Aurora Veil. We've got the scary Encore Disable stuff that can come from Gengar Whimsicott. I think I kind of like Rotom lead. Rotom lead next to what? Slowbro? Boy, I don't know. No, I think Blastoise. Politoed. I mean, it should be Slowbro for a Trick Room, but... yeah, because how are we beating? I think it has to be Slowbro. Shoot, I don't love that we're going Trick Room, and really our only source of slow big damage is Blastoise, but I think we can still make it work. So Blastoise, Rotom. Okay, you know what? This is okay. Because we're gonna go swap here. And I think I'm fine water spouting. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna go fake out here. I could just double swap, but maybe I should have water spouted. I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to fake out the Ninetales there. I think I had a lot of lines I didn't explore very clearly there. Because this freeze dry feels like the biggest threat. They go Aurora Veil. Okay, never mind. Wonderful. Now, we're going to go ahead... actually keep Politoed in. Muddy Water or Icy Wind? I think Muddy Water. Guess now we're going to go... Slowbro. And try to get our Trick Room up. Yep. Gengar. Alright, well, annoying to say the least, but... yep. As suspected. Alright, Muddy Water, do your thing. Very nice damage, okay. Oh, yes. Alright. Question for the class. Do we live a Shadow Ball? Only one way to find out. So they go Mega Gengar. Not a surprise. Shadow Ball. Oh my goodness. Here we go, Politoed. Here we go. Absolute MVP so far with these Muddy Water accuracy drops. Muddy Water accuracy drops. I mean, we just keep at it. I mean, it goes back to what I was saying on the fire type team, right? Like, using a mono type team, you are inherently at a disadvantage. So sometimes you're going to have to rely on things such as that to help you out. So it's not going to work all the time, which is why I wouldn't recommend bringing this team to a regional, for example. But I'm just looking to have some fun on the ladder. If the idea is to build the best mono type team you can, that's what we're doing. So we have Trick Room up. We can just Muddy Water. We can also play to a Parish endgame. We've got a lot of options. I think I kind of want to Icy Wind and... I think maybe go... Psychic for the damage? You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Oh! Clever. Okay, I think it's fine. Yeah, I should have thought about that. We're gonna reverse Trick Room now. They do set Aurora Veil. I think it might be a little late for that. As I'm gonna go... Also, we could just stay in one more time and re-reverse Trick Room. In fact, I think that's probably what we're gonna do. Not re-reverse. Yes, reset. I mean, is what that would be. I'm just gonna set Trick Room again. I'm gonna go ahead and protect. And only one option here. I love seeing that Sneasler because we have already talked about how Slowbro is here to eat Sneasler's moves for breakfast, lunch, and dinner while we're on top of it. I'm not surprised. And they have Dazzling Gleam. Okay. We should be A-okay. So, I think... Dazzling Gleam, Close Combat. Are we going to live that combo? I think so, right? Let's just do it. Because I'm becoming less and less confident that that Ninetales has Freeze Dry. So... Dire Claw. Oh, great. Oh, great. There's Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Well, we have our objective. Survive. And I like our odds of that. So let's go ahead and start the Protect Fiesta. I brought the Blastoise in here to have the Fake Out pressure, but Dire Claw had other plans. That's okay. Alright, we go ahead and drop the Protect here, and then I think no reason not to just stay in. We've got a whole team that they gotta go through. Here we go, protecting. Okay, unsurprising. Critical hit. Doesn't really matter for our overall game plan here. Politoed do be protecting. So now we're going to go ahead and probably bring in Slowbro, I guess. I mean, I feel like we all kind of see the inevitability here. Or Trick Room's not up, rather, right? No, I think we'll go Rotom, because Trick Room is not up. Alrighty, we are scarfed, which is wonderful. We're just going to go ahead and swap you out to protect, and I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll Volt Switch on you. No, I think we're supposed to stay in, but it's all good. Like I said, I think we built ourselves enough of a lead here that it's not going to matter too much. Gobble, gobble, gobble. And while we're at it, heal on up. We will go ahead and get ourselves out of here. Yeah, and there they go. Excellent. All right, well, I mean, fantastic showing for this second iteration of the water team. Really liked what I'm seeing. And yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it there. Go ahead and toss it to the outro. Nice. Well, yeah, I think that... I mean, we're kind of climbing, no? Like, what's our... Yeah, 2019. It's not too terrible. I've been getting some wins, so... yeah, to those of you here beyond, thank you so much for... Hear my dog in the background. Thanks so much for taking the time. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this passed some time on a second monitor somewhere. If you haven't seen the video on the main channel, please go ahead and check that out. That went up yesterday. Support on that is super appreciated. Support here, very appreciated as well. Just an independent content creator trying to see what we can't make happen. So thanks so much for sticking around, taking the time, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.